Guys, okay, there's no housing shortage. Incomes are not going to catch up to the cost of living here. They're just not. They're not. If you think that they are, then it's time to just go do a little homework and research to figure out whether or not that's possible. And I'm here to tell you there's no evidence of that. Why would I feel so strongly about that? It's because if you look at something like the employment data, something like the household survey, which has a demographic undertone to it, where you can start cutting things like the labor force participation rates by age, sex, even like marital status, all sorts of things. You're going to realize everybody is already in the pool, right? Everybody is already in the workforce, including basically the dog at this point. I kind of joke about that, but I mean, shit, think about all these, like, people who have an entire page devoted to their dog, and good for them. I'm not, you know, dogging those people at all. Uh, Pun intended, I guess, but that's the reality. And I know that, like, people think that these are things that are up for debate. It's just not. There's a lot of data, right, from the household survey as an example of employment that if the general public just had access to it, there would just, again, not be a lot to argue about. Doesn't mean home prices, like if we're thinking nationally or maybe in some of these Northeast markets, can't go higher. Sure, they can. They absolutely can. But for how long, we don't know. And the way in which I see it is, it would take basically changing the rules for something like that to continue to go up in terms of home prices. So it's all a bunch of bullshit, is what I'm saying. People need jobs. Spending equals jobs. That wholesaler, whatever, they need jobs too. And look, the guys who are in this game, they're playing cycles. They know this. All these bankers, they know this. What I'm saying isn't original at all. But they don't come out and say it. Why would they? That's their angle. They have access to information that you just simply do not. That's a big reason why, at a minimum, I put just a couple of my models. I have a bunch of those things, right? Just on the website for free because I'm tired of all these bullshitters, right? This is a no fluff zone. I despise people who sugarcoat things.